Hello, it is me again. If you do not know, my name is Alex and I am here in South Korea and I am a teacher as part of the EPIC program. So I've been here nearly 2 months now. Like, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe the time has gone so fast, yet so slow at the same time. Like, I don't know if it's gone really fast or really slow. And being here for this amount of time, I have realised what I absolutely love about South Korea. I've realised what I absolutely do not like about South Korea. And I've also realised what the heck makes goddamn sense. There are so many things over here that I just look back at the UK and I just think, like, what the hell? Why is the UK doing things so badly? So in this video, I'm going to talk about 10 things that the UK completely sucks at, and South Korea has just got it right. She's just got it right. So I've got my cup of tea. I never drink tea, like, who am I? If you want to know more about the whole EPIC program, life as a teacher over here, or just me in general, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and here we go with 10 things that just completely make sense here in South Korea. So number one, So number one is the Wi-Fi. Oh my God. So I knew before I came here that the Wi-Fi was good, but I didn't anticipate it to be this good. It's not only fast, it's not only everywhere, it's like completely free. You don't have to awkwardly ask for it. I know back in the UK, I was very much like going into coffee shops and I'd be like, hi, sorry, what's the Wi-Fi password? Over here, this is not a thing. Like, there is a Wi-Fi password about 100 different times around the cafe that you're in. It's on the subway station, completely free. It's on the bus system, free. Even walking around the street, you randomly connect to these Wi-Fi things and you're just like, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, you are gorgeous. Okay, number two, E. Number two that completely makes sense over here in South Korea is not needing a key. So instead of a key, I've got a keypad. So it's entering 4 digits and then like a hashtag. And I'm in my apartment and it just locks behind me. If I lock myself out, I can just put in the keypad, it opens up. If there's an emergency and for some reason the keypad doesn't work, there's another box next to it to like call an emergency number, and it's perfect. There's been so many times where I've literally left the house and I'm just like what is going on? Like, where is my key? And then I realise, I'm like, oh my God, I do not need one. I know I cannot be the only one who's been on a night out in the UK or anywhere in the world for that matter and has lost their key, and it has been the most traumatic thing. I've been banging, yes me, banging on the door of my student house, like, let me in. Because I've lost my key at 4 o'clock in the morning. There is no need for that here. It is absolutely incredible. So no more drunken nights out, losing my key. Having keypads in South Korea just makes sense. Number three, Sam. Number three of things that just make sense in South Korea is how clean everything is. So obviously we're in a bit of a global pandemic. And obviously everything is very heightened in its cleanliness levels. However, I'm mainly talking about, maybe this is more of like a rural thing because I am like literally in the middle of nowhere. However, when I mean clean, I mean basically, when I walk around the street, you see people like on their own accord picking up litter. You see old ladies in particular like cutting the hedges of like and picking the weeds out the pavements and stuff. Obviously back in the UK, you pay taxes to get the council to do things like cut the grass, pull up the weeds and whatnot. However, I think over here in South Korea, just seeing cute old ladies in particular, just picking out all the weeds and cutting the grass and cleaning up after everyone else, it's just the best thing ever. Oh, and also there's literally no graffiti over here at all. It is literally pristine. So I'm very thankful for that, so thank you. Number four, Sam. Okay, maybe it's Sam. Oh, it's cold. So one of the biggest things that I've noticed over here is the kindness of people. Oh my goodness. When I tell you how kind Korean people are and how out of their way they will go, especially like a little lonesome boy like me, they will literally go out my way to help me if I'm lost, if I need like translations for anything, and just the overall general kindness of strangers is, what's the word? Incomparable. Is that a word? Obviously in any place that you go in the world, for example, when I lived in Manchester, there are super kind people out there and about. However, sometimes I'd walk down the street in Manchester and feel like slightly uncomfortable, and there'd be rude people, there'd be people shouting, there'd be just Market Street, if you know Market Street in Manchester, hell on earth. But South Korea, everyone is just so kind. Like, I can't even explain it. And especially being a foreigner as well, like, you can kind of feel a bit alienated. I know when I go on holiday in Europe in particular, some people are a bit like, foreigners. But in South Korea, I think they're just like, oh, what? Foreigners? Let me help you out. And I cannot thank South Koreans enough. So thank you to all the people that have helped me out. Wherever you are, if you're watching this, thank you. Just as an example, like my co-teacher, oh my God, I'm absolutely blessed with my co-teachers. They are the best people in the world. And their job description is very much like, However, their kindness level is just like this. They have literally helped me with so much. Like, they've helped me set up my bank account, they've helped me set up my ARC cards, like my alien registration card. My other co-teacher, Mario, he's just like, hi, do you want to go swimming sometime? I'll help you set it all up and everything, and let's go swimming together. And I just think, wow, I could have not had that confidence at all to do that myself. And I was just like, yeah, Mario, let's go swimming together. And I'm super excited to go, so it's gonna be good. Okay, number 5. Samsa o. 5. Okay, number 5. So back at home, I worked in hospitality and I mainly worked in restaurants, and I absolutely loved working in hospitality. Like, I loved interacting with people. I really liked the working hours. I loved the people that I worked with. And the restaurant culture over here is quite different. And now this only applies like the restaurants that I've been to, so there have not been any like big chain restaurants. However, the restaurants over here, one thing that just completely makes sense is ding dong bells. Just bells, just buzzers. So when I worked back in the UK, I'd kind of like hover around my tables, I'd kind of like float about my little section. Oh, hi, do you need anything? Oh, no, sorry. Hi, would you? No, okay. But here in South Korea, if you need something, there's always a bell at the end of your table and you just press it. Someone comes running over. Hi, can I have 3 beers, please? And it is delivered to you. So no one's like waiting around, interfering with conversations. You press the button and someone is there within 2 seconds. And that just makes a whole lot of sense to me. Like, sometimes you want to go to a restaurant and have like the experience and being a bit like treated and actually go for the pleasure of someone else looking after you. However, also I feel like you kind of want to just go, not be interfered by the waiting staff, and just have like a conversation with friends. And I feel like Korea's got like the perfect balance of this, so they will interact with you when you need to, but at the same time they will completely leave you alone if you don't want to be disturbed. So thank you, Korea. That is another thing that just completely makes sense. Okay, number 6. So this is a big one. I cannot explain enough how efficient South Korea is. So before I came over here, I knew that the public transport was good. However, I did not realise the public transport was this good. Oh my goodness. Over here, it is so efficient. So every bus stop, they have an up-to-date like GPS tracking live timetable of when the bus is going to come. It speaks to you as well, like when it's around the corner, it's like, hello, this bus is 2 minutes away, obviously in Korean. And if a bus says it's going to arrive at 9:10, it will arrive at 9:10. And if you're not there at 9:10, it will drive off without you. The amount of times that I've been running down the street because I was like, oh my God, it is literally right there. I cannot miss this bus because the next one's in 10 minutes. Oh my God, I cannot wait 10 minutes. And it's so efficient. And this is the same with like taxis. This is the same with the subway as well. In particular with the subway, you can literally see like a visual map of the trains coming and which station it's at previously. And I'm just like mesmerized by this. Manchester could never. Okay, number 7. I could literally do this for the rest of my life. I could never get bored. If I didn't have to work another day, I would do this every single moment that I had to. And it is the coffee shop culture over here. It is insane. Oh my God. So anyone that knows me, I'm kind of cringing saying this, but I absolutely just love to go to just coffee. I just love to read my book. I just love to be like left alone. I love to go for brunch. I love to go to fruit platters. I sound like really basic, but there's nothing more than I love just like having my own company in my own little space, drinking a coffee. And over here in South Korea, the coffee shop culture is impeccable. And I'm not even just talking about like those places that you see on Instagram. You're like, oh my God, that's like one of the really nicest places and probably one of the only places around. I literally mean every single cafe over here is so aesthetically pleasing. The coffee is delicious, the pastries, the cakes, the food is delicious, the customer service is amazing, and just everything about the coffee shops are just everything and more. South Korea has really understood the assignment of like selling a coffee shop too, because obviously they know people are going to take photos and make it aesthetically pleasing and everything. And the branding is dotted around everywhere within these coffee shops. So behind every photo, there's always a logo and there's always a place like, oh, that's where this photo was taken. And it just completely makes sense. I'll just be walking down like a random ass back street and there'd be like a random coffee shop just there. Also equally, there's so many like coffee shops that are absolutely huge and they're in the middle of nowhere. Like that would not be a thing back in the UK. Like literally driving in your car to go to a destination of a coffee shop and then driving back home. Like this is it. I can't get over it. It's literally my dream come true. I'm so grateful to be living in South Korea. And even living in the countryside, there is hundreds of coffee shops within my little village and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Okay, number 8. So I have never felt as safe as I have in South Korea. There have been numerous times where I've been in coffee shops and I've just like left my laptop there, gone to the toilet, come back and been like, absolutely not worried about it getting stolen. I've left my phone on the side, I've left my wallet on the side, and South Korea is just so safe. It's the type of place where businesses would like go on their lunch break around the corner, get some like bakery goods from the shop next door, leave their shop unattended, leave the door wide open, probably leave the till wide open too, and just be like, it's okay, it's safe. Whenever you're in big cities, all I hear is sirens and police cars and seeing police officers. I've not seen a single police officer walk around the street here. The police cars, I think I've heard about one siren over here, and that wasn't even from a police car, that was from a fire engine. And it's just so safe over here. I feel so comfortable. It's kind of dangerous at the same time because I'm like in a safety bubble and I just know when I eventually leave South Korea, I feel like leaving my stuff everywhere and I'll be like, come back and I'll be like, oh, my laptop's now in Fallowfield. Like, what the hell? What is going on? Okay, this is a really good one. So number 9 of things that just make sense in South Korea. So there are not that many bars as such that you can completely dance in and be part of like the nightclub scene over here. There is, of course. However, the number one thing that sets Korea apart from anywhere else that I've ever been in my life, and especially the UK, is karaoke. So the norabangs over here, oh my god, I just cannot. So they are so cheap. So literally you put like 1,001 note in, which is the equivalent of about 80 pence. And you put a £1,000 note in, £1,001 note in, and you get 5 songs for 80 pence. You're there for a good 20 minutes, jamming away. It is everything I need and more. And the song collection is amazing. It's not one of those like dusty ass karaoke things from like the 60s that you've got like a choice of 2 songs in. Karaoke is, I absolutely love it so much. Like I can't sing, I love singing, I can't dance, I love dancing, and it's the best place ever. And this is no exaggeration. There are at least 10 norabangs within a 5-minute radius of my apartment. And it's kind of iconic at the same time as well, because all these karaoke places, like next to me there's like Tokyo karaoke, Oasis karaoke, London karaoke. It's just the best thing ever, and I'm obsessed with Korea because there are so many norabangs around. Thank you so much. And number 10 of the things that just make sense in South Korea. Now, I never thought I would be saying this one, especially coming from the UK, where it's not as big of a thing, and I would never, ever, ever have thought I would think about getting something like this. However, things that just make sense over here. Number 10 is plastic surgery. I can't believe, who am I saying plastic surgery? I would never have thought I would have thought about getting plastic surgery. However, in South Korea, it kind of just like makes sense. Like everybody looks so young over here. And when I mean not even just like a couple of years, I mean like 40, 50-year-old people literally looking like mid-20s. Like a vast number of people over here have had plastic surgery in some form, like a little bit of a, or a little bit of a, or a little bit of a. and they look so good. And I'm kind of like, I'm not gonna lie girlies, I'm kind of like tempted by it. And it kind of just makes sense. Also, they have like incredible laser eye surgery over here. And again, I've never been tempted by it because I've kind of just like got used to wearing glasses. It's kind of like my image. However, like laser eye surgery is like so cheap over here. I'd never have to wear glasses again. And I'm just a bit like tempted, girly. I just don't know. Like it does sound a bit tempting to me. So yeah, there are 10 things that completely make sense in South Korea. Like the UK, you need to set up your karaoke game because it is just not it. Like I don't want to be stumbling around at like 3 o'clock in the morning trying to find a place that's only in Chinatown and it's all full of weird drunk men and you've got to get on a stage. I want like a private room to myself for £1 for 5 songs, please. And also UK, you need to pick up your safety game because I have never felt safer in my life down here. Good luck to those walking down Market Street in Manchester because it is hell. It's hell on earth. Whereas I'm walking down the street here in South Korea and I'm just like prancing around, got my earphones in, probably money hanging out my back pocket, but I'm just like, I feel safe. And the cafe culture, I know Manchester's got some great places, especially like the Northern Quarter and Ancoats area where I used to live, but it is completely unmatched in South Korea. And I think the UK just needs to step up. It just needs to step up. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you just got some insight into life in South Korea. I think I'm gonna make another video as well of things that just completely make no sense at all because I walk around the streets at the same time, as safe as I am with my gorgeous coffee in my hand. I do walk around and I'm just like, huh? What the heck is going on? So I think I might make another video. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you're watching this in the evening, then I hope you have a wonderful night. And I will catch you next time on this channel. Have a good one. Bye.